Hey there, my name is Dr. Cork, and today I'm going to tell you about the top 10 most overrated cocktails in the world. Over the course of cocktail culture, which goes back a couple hundred years, maybe great cocktails have been invented, as well as many disgusting ones, most of which have been lost to history. But some of them have become popular around the world. Today I'm going to talk about cocktails that are not necessarily bad, but just don't deserve the popularity they have. It doesn't mean I hate these cocktails, but I just consider them to be overrated. And disclaimer, everything mentioned in this video is just my opinion. You can disagree with me, and I'm sure you'll let me know about it right away in the comment section. Hit like and let's begin. Number 10. The Stinger. The Stinger is a classic cocktail that dates back to the early 20th century. Its origin is unclear, but it is believed to have been popularized in the United States during the 1920s and 1930s. The Stinger is a simple cocktail that traditionally consists of 2 parts brandy and 1 part white crème de menthe, mint liqueur. It is typically served over ice and garnished with a mint sprig. In my opinion, brandy and crème de menthe just don't go together, as the strong minty flavor of the liqueur clashes with the rich, deep flavor of the brandy. This results with an unbalanced and unpleasant taste, as if you're drinking cognac and brushing your teeth at the same time. In my life, I've never had a good Stinger, and not for the lack of trying. I have tried mixing different brandies with different mint liqueurs in different proportions, and I have never been able to pair the 2 drinks. It's one of the worst combinations I know. It's so low on this list just because it's not the most popular cocktail in the world, so I guess not that overrated either. Number 9. Redbull and vodka. Don't get me started on this one. Combining any energy drink and any alcohol is a terrible idea. Caffeine masks the effects of alcohol, leading to the false sense of sobriety, potential health problems, outright stupid behavior, and terrible hangovers. A strong taste of Red Bull also overpowers the subtle flavor of vodka. I didn't think that I'll say these words together. Subtle flavor of vodka. But anyway, it results in an unbalanced taste which has nothing to do with properly mixed cocktails. The high sugar content in Red Bull can also contribute to a sickly sweet taste. Not to mention that combination of a stimulant and a depressant can be harmful for the body, as it can put extra stress on the heart and other organs. In the words of Mariel Burns, the head bartender at Trademark Taste Plus Grind in New York City, I think people like what they like, and I try to stay judgment-free when people order a drink. If I had to pick one most overrated cocktail, I would say a Red Bull and vodka, just because Red Bull is so bad for you. It's only at the 9th place of my list, just because no one considers Red Bull and vodka to be some kind of exquisite cocktail, and usually people at least realize they are drinking liquid shit. Number 8. The Aviation. A classic cocktail that gained popularity during the early 2000s as part of the craft cocktail movement. It consists of gin, maraschino liqueur, crème de violet and lemon juice. Crème de violet is a liqueur made from violet flowers. The ingredient gives the Aviation its distinctive blue color and floral taste. The problem being that crème de violet can easily be overpowering, and to many people, myself included, tastes like soap, especially when it's combined with maraschino liqueur, which is an acquired taste in its own right. As head mixologist at Junon in New York City said, the most overrated cocktail of all time is the Aviation. It's a flower bomb, and not as good as people think it is. To me, it's simply unbalanced. Number 7. The Appletini, or Apple Martini. Appletinis rose to fame due to its popularity on the show Scrubs, which to me is overrated in itself. Appletinis use sweet apple liqueurs, often with artificial apple flavor, in combination with other sweet ingredients such as simple syrup or fruit juice, which can lead to an overly sweet and unbalanced taste. And since there is no universally accepted cocktail recipe, the 2 Appletinis can differ like heaven and earth, and ordering one in the bar is like playing roulette. In the words of Brian Crux, mixologist and bartender at Top Notch Resort in Vermont, the Apple Martini is not only the worst cocktail ever made, it's the most overrated. People who order Apple Martinis should be watched closely, as they are a liability to themselves and the people around them. The next cocktail holds a significant place in my heart. I've drank a lot of variation on it in my life, and I've made several videos about it, check them out. But my feelings shouldn't stop me from being impartial. So, number 6, the Long Island iced tea. a potent cocktail made with a mix of several liquors, including gin, vodka, rum, tequila, triple sec, topped off with lemon juice, simple syrup and cola. The combination of multiple liquors makes this drink too strong, and it can be challenging to taste the individual flavors of each liquor. The cocktail has a reputation for being a cheap and easy way to get drunk quickly, rather than being appreciated for its taste and complexity. No wonder that the Long Island iced tea is often seen as a party drink, and it's popular among younger drinkers.
Hey youth!
In terms of flavor balance, Long Island iced tea is a strange thing. First, you take all the alcohol in the world, and then you drown it out with cola, lemon and sugar. This of course has the effect of hiding the strength of the alcohol, but it also hides any possible nuances in the taste. In addition, mixing several kinds of strong alcohol is a questionable idea, which becomes especially evident in the morning after. Since the Long Island iced tea has been created in the 1970s, it has become a standard cocktail on many bar menus. It has lost its novelty and excitement since then, and as a result is overrated. In the words of Christopher Stevenson, bartender at The Vault in Salt Lake City, the Long Island iced tea. I know it has its purpose, but there are a lot of other great cocktails that can get you to booze town without hiding behind sweet and sour and cola. And Frankie Marshall from Le Boudoir, New York City says, "Why would you want all that stuff in your glass plus Coke? Most people who order this drink are on a mission and want you to make it strong. But if you really want to get your drink on responsibly, why not just have a shot of high-proof whiskey and go from there?" Number 5. Aperol Spritz. A popular Italian aperitif cocktail made of Aperol liqueur, Prosecco and soda water. It gained its popularity thanks to the unprecedented work of Campari Group's marketing department. It's literally everywhere, in every bar, in every restaurant. You can't hide from it. You sleep and you think about it. While it's not by any means a bad summer cocktail, there are a lot of better tasting and just plain more interesting alternatives, such as the Americano, Negroni Sbagliato, Hugo and many others. And even if you want to drink the Spritz specifically, you can choose from dozens of other aperitivo liqueurs, such as Select, Luxardo, Francini, Cynar and even Lillet, which is not a liqueur, but it makes a great Spritz. And Lillet tonic is also very good. Also, Aperol Spritz can be overpriced, as it is often served at upscale bars and restaurants at an unreasonably high price. Personally, I don't mind drinking Aperol Spritz. It just seems unfair to me that its popularity overshadows a huge number of equally and often more decent summer drinks. Number 4. The Cosmopolitan. A popular cocktail made from vodka citron, triple sec, cranberry juice and lime juice. It rose to fame in the late 1990s thanks to the popularity of Sex and the City. The Cosmopolitan requires precise measurements and careful preparation to get the balance of flavors just right. Unfortunately, many bartenders do not take the time to make the drink properly, resulting in a drink that is either too sweet, or too sour, or too strong, or all of the above. And even if you manage to make a perfect Cosmo, the artificial taste of vodka citron doesn't leave you any chance to enjoy it. Please, if you want to make a Cosmopolitan, use the regular vodka. It makes it tolerable at least. Or even better, make yourself a Cosmopolitan Plus with clementine juice. I've made it a couple weeks ago and it's much better than the original. Also, the Cosmopolitan has become such an iconic cocktail, it is often priced higher than other cocktails that use similar ingredients. This can make it an expensive choice, especially when compared to the other classic cocktails like the Old Fashioned or the Manhattan. And isn't that the definition of overrated? Number 3. Blue Lagoon. This is true of most cocktails with blue curacao liqueur. I get that novice cocktail enthusiasts love blue cocktails, they think it's something unusual and cool, but blue curacao liqueur is always just an artificial dye with sugar, without any promised orange flavor. Okay, you can add a little bit for color, but the traditional Blue Lagoon recipe calls for 1 ounce, 30 fucking milliliters. What's the point of adding so much? Are you making a cocktail or painting the fence? Also, for the Blue Lagoon you need to add lemonade, made from lemons or limes and sugar and soda, but it is often replaced by the more convenient Sprite or 7-Up. The problem is that the standard lemon-lime soda has virtually no acidity, so the cocktail is unbalanced, too sweet and with a taste of alcohol bulging out. I find the electric lemonade a much more pleasant alternative to the Blue Lagoon. It has a little drop of blue curacao for color, and it's more balanced with lemon juice. And it gets even better if you replace vodka with light rum, but it's a matter of personal preference. Number 2. Bloody Mary, a very popular cocktail made from tomato juice, vodka and various spices and flavorings. It is often served with a celery stick or other garnish and is typically consumed as a brunch or breakfast drink. While the basic ingredients of a Bloody Mary are simple, there are many variations in terms of the types and amounts of spices used, as well as the quality of the tomato juice and vodka. This means that the quality and flavor of a Bloody Mary can vary differently depending on where it's made and who is making it. And even if the ingredients are high quality and the cocktail is mixed correctly, why on earth would you drink fucking gazpacho with vodka? Seriously, it's not a cocktail, it's an alcoholic soup. Also, unlike other classic cocktails, like Manhattans, Negronis and Tom Collinses, Bloody Marys are not particularly versatile. They are typically consumed in a specific setting, brunch or breakfast, and are not as well suited to the other occasions or settings. Personally, I prefer my drinks to be more flexible in terms of where and when they can be consumed. If you want a savory cocktail, try Michelada or Sangrita with tequila, or even Paloma, by the way there is a tomato version. Even the Bullshot, which is essentially a Bloody Mary with beef broth instead of tomato juice, is much more appealing. In conclusion, I just don't get why the fuck so many people drink this fucking Bloody Mary. And the number one most overrated cocktail in the world is the Martini, a classic cocktail that has been around for over a century. The problem is that the Martini is essentially shaken vodka or gin with a little tiny bit of vermouth. It is quite dry and bitter and can be overwhelming for those who are not fans of stronger cocktails, like I am. It's also one of the most popular cocktails in the world. Thanks, 007.
Would you get me a medium dry vodka martini?
What
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred.
And many people order the Martini just because James Bond liked it. Shaken, not stirred. They think they will look sophisticated and refined instead of just enjoying the taste, which is shit. Especially annoying are the people who order a dirty or even extra dirty Martini, which is a variation of Martini with olive brine. Hey, go drink olive juice from the jar at home, you pretentious fuck. Its popularity is undeserved. It should have stayed in the past. And that's why I consider the Martini to be the most overrated cocktail in the world. And this is my list. Which cocktails I forgot to include or conversely undeservedly ruined? Thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe and hit like and subscribe to my Instagram. All the recipes in text form are available on my website thedrcork.com. The links are in the description to this video. If you want to help my channel grow, please subscribe to my Patreon to get access to more content. Thanks everyone, drink responsibly, and as always, do svidos! It seems that everyone I know that works in the wine and spirits world loves Negronis, and I don't get it. The classic recipe is quite off balance. In order to have something palatable at all, it needs to be a gin drink with a 2:1:1 ratio, and you should probably consider a spicy gin, an earthy vermouth, and an alternative to Campari, like Aperol or St. George's Brutto Americano. Don't get me wrong, I like good gentian and bitter flavors. I just don't like a Negroni or a Boulevardier. It's too off balance and aggressive. Damien Bro, the 404 Kitchen, Nashville, Tennessee.